The millionaire invited the black cleaning lady as a joke. She arrived like a diva, and everyone was in absolute shock when they found out who she really was. The main hall of the Kingsley Mansion in Beverly Hills exploded with malicious laughter when Monica Everett descended the marble staircase wearing a dress that cost more than the annual salary of most of the people present. It wasn't laughter of admiration. It was pure, cruel mockery. "Look who decided to show up," Jonathan Kingsley whispered to his guests, raising his glass of Dom Perignon champagne. "Our dear cleaning lady." Monica was 35 years old and never imagined she would one day step foot in that ballroom as a guest, even if it was a joke. For 2 years, she had cleaned every inch of that mansion, always invisible, always silent, watching those rich people treat each other with rehearsed falsehoods while treating her like furniture. The invitation had arrived 3 days earlier, delivered with a cruel smile she knew all too well. "Charity gala on Saturday," Jonathan said, handing her the gold envelope. "Dress code? Maximum elegance. You surely have something suitable in your wardrobe, don't you?" The laughter of his friends echoed through the hallway. It was an obvious trap, an attempt to humiliate her publicly, to put her in her place in front of California high society. Jonathan had even invited social reporters to document what he called an educational moment. "Let's make a bet," Jonathan said to his wife, Camilla, as Monica vacuumed the day before. $100,000 says she doesn't have the nerve to show up, and if she does, she'll be the entertainment for the evening. Camilla laughed maliciously. "You're terrible, Jonathan. The poor thing will probably show up in something borrowed and feel so out of place that she'll leave within 15 minutes. But Jonathan Kingsley didn't know two fundamental things about Monica Everett. First, she had grown up in halls like that long before she had to clean them to survive. Second, some storms don't destroy. They just teach you how to dance in the rain. As she walked through the hall under the mocking glances, Monica kept her posture straight and her gaze serene, like someone carrying secrets that could turn that world upside down. Her steps were sure, calculated, as if each movement were part of a long-rehearsed choreography. "My God, she really came," whispered Evelyn Mercer, wife of a senator, to her friend. "And look how she's dressed. Where did she get that dress? She probably rented it and will pay for it in 10 installments," replied Vanessa Lloyd, daughter of an oil magnate, trying to disguise her own insecurity with cruelty. How pathetic. What none of those people knew was that Monica hadn't bought, borrowed, or rented that dress. She had simply gone back into her own past to retrieve it. A past that Jonathan would have done anything to erase if he had known it existed. Jonathan approached her, his chest puffed out with arrogance, surrounded by his billionaire friends. His confidence was sky high. After all, he had orchestrated this as a public display of power and social control. "Monica, what a pleasant surprise. I never doubted you'd come. After all, when a person like you receives an invitation to an event like this." "A person like me?" Monica repeated, her calm voice cutting through the air like sharp silk. "Go on, Jonathan. Finish your sentence." For a microscopic moment, something in her tone made Jonathan hesitate. There was a firmness there that didn't match the submissive woman he knew from the halls of the mansion, but arrogance quickly took over again. "Well, someone who doesn't normally frequent this kind of environment. You must be feeling quite intimidated by all this elegance." Monica smiled. Not a submissive or nervous smile, but something dangerously serene that made some nearby guests stop laughing instinctively. "Intimidated?" she repeated, softly, her eyes meeting his with an intensity that made Jonathan take a step back without realizing it. "No, Jonathan. I'm feeling exactly where I always belonged." The silence that followed lasted only a few seconds, but it was enough for the atmosphere of the party to change completely. There was something about the way Monica spoke, the way she moved, the way she occupied the space that defied all expectations those people had about who she should be. Jonathan cleared his throat. trying to regain control of the situation. Well, I hope you enjoy the evening. I'm sure it will be educational for you. Oh, I'm sure it will be educational for all of us, Monica replied, her gaze slowly sweeping over the group of guests as if cataloging each face for future use.